Hi, this is Nancy Shumpert, and I am the Graduate Secretary for the School of Social Work here at BYU. Listed here is my contact information, and especially notice at the bottom our website, which is socialwork.byu.edu. You'll find a lot of important information there under admissions. In this info session, I'll be explaining some of the details of applying to our MSW program. Please look at our website or email or call me if you have any questions about the program or the application process. The first thing that you need to know about applying to our program is that there are 3 prerequisites that must be taken. They are Intro to Social Work, Statistics, and Research Methods. And these classes may take some planning ahead because even though you may be graduating with your bachelor's degree next spring, these 3 prerequisites must all be completed and your grades posted by our application deadline of January 15th. Each of these classes must also have been taken within the last 7 years and with B- or above grades. On our website, we have a list of classes from various universities that we have approved in past years. So you can look at, see if the class you have taken is listed there, or if you would like us to look at a class that you have taken or would like to take, then send me an email of the class description, and I will have our professor look at it to see. Also listed on our website are descriptions of what approved prerequisite courses should include. All of our applications are done online at graduatestudies.byu.edu. They are all due by January 15th at 10 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. There's also a $50 application fee. And we have about 120 to 180 applicants each year, and we admit 40 students that begin each fall. There is a minimum 3.0 GPA for all graduate programs at BYU, and our admitted students average about 3.7 on their GPA. And the GRE is not required for application to our program. One important part of the application is the statement of intent. This is a 4 to 6 page double-spaced document with your responses to 6 questions. We would like your name, BYU ID, and social work MSW at the top right of the first page, and would like you to print these headings above your answers. The specific questions for your statement are found on our website under admissions and include, for example, why you've chosen the clinical or research emphasis in social work, how you've handled working with others, and what experiences that you've had in the social work field. The MSW application also requires 3 letters of recommendation. You will want to get the best 3 letters that you can possibly get, and we would like 1 to be from a social work setting, 1 from an academic setting, and the 3rd from either of those categories. One thing to remember here is that when you enter the information for your recommender on the application and save that page, an automatic email is sent to the recommender. So be sure to contact them ahead of time and make sure they've agreed to write a recommendation for you. Also be sure to give them plenty of time to respond as your completed application, including these letters, is due on January 15th. If you have attended any schools other than BYU Provo, then you'll first upload your unofficial transcripts to the application. Then, if you're admitted, you will later need to have official transcripts sent to Graduate Studies. Their address is 105 FPH, Provo, Utah 84602. It's really important to send your transcripts to this address so they're not lost in a large number of BYU undergraduate transcripts on campus. If you're a student or graduate of BYU Provo, you do not need to send in these transcripts as we have access to them here. You will need to upload a 1-page resume to the graduate application. There's a section on the application that says additional information and work experience, and that says it's optional. Please leave that section blank and include any information on your resume. There's another section on the application that lists professor and research. In the professor box, we'd like you to leave that blank as we do not expect you to know any professors ahead of time. In the research box, you can please type in clinical or research depending on which emphasis you have chosen. The BYU Masters in Social Work program does not have a part-time or advanced standing or online program. We admit 40 students each fall semester, and you may choose either the clinical or research emphasis. The program is 20 months long, plus the time that you'll spend on the summer bridge course, which I will explain next. You will also complete 1,100 hours of field internships while you're in the program, which are coordinated by our field director. These have historically been paid internships, which is a great financial benefit to you as students. The Summer Bridge course is an online research and statistics refresher course that all of our admitted students are required to take during the spring and summer before starting the program in the fall. There is no tuition that is charged for this. It is done online and you work at your own pace. But the course must be completed by passing all the sections by August 15th. You may also test out of the course during the first couple of weeks that are designated as the pre-test. You will need to purchase Stata software and the textbook for this class. However, you will also use these during the MSW program. We would like you to know that we have scholarships available through our department, as well as research assistant and TA paid positions. We would like all of you to apply for these. To do this, you go to our website and access the separate application, fill it out, and upload it in the scholarship section of the graduate application. This application is also due on January 15th along with your graduate application, so please make sure you take time to do that. BYU graduate tuition for the coming year is $3,155 per semester if you're LDS and $6,310 if you're not LDS. For students who accept our offer of admission, we require a $200 non-refundable deposit due in April to secure your spot in the program. This deposit will then be applied toward your fall tuition. You will end up paying the tuition amount 5 times while you're in the program. And the estimated costs of textbooks are between $800 and $1,500 for the required texts, plus the additional cost of texts for the electives that you may choose. Some textbooks may be rented or purchased new or used, so the cost may vary. As a student here at BYU, you must agree to live by the Honor Code. You can find that on the BYU website. A new ecclesiastical endorsement is also required for all MSW applicants. If you're a current BYU undergrad student, a new endorsement is still required because your current one will expire at the end of the summer and our program starts in the fall. And there are 2 interviews that are required for the endorsement, one with your bishop and one with your stake president. If you're not LDS, then your interviews may be with your church leader and the BYU chaplain. You can contact Graduate Studies to find out more about that option. We have a set of standards for social work students that you'll need to read and agree to abide by while you're in the program. Some of these include communication skills, ethical standards, professionalism, and self-care. They can be found on our website as well as on the graduate application. This section of the application is also where you'll enter the information about your prerequisite classes, what class it was, where it was taken, the date completed, and your grades. We have many students who ask how they can improve their application or what the committee is looking for in a qualified applicant. This list of 5 criteria is what we're looking for. First and foremost, you must have completed the 3 prerequisites. Next, your GPA is really important since our program is so competitive. We also look closely at your statement of intent and your 3 letters of recommendation. It's especially important that these letters come from the 2 areas that we have requested, from an academic setting or a social work setting. And finally, the paid or volunteer experience that you have in the field of social work is one of our criteria. These are the 5 important areas that you can focus on as you prepare to apply to the MSW program to have a competitive application. Please don't hesitate to call or email me if you have any questions, and I will be happy to respond. Again, here is the contact information for the School of Social Work. We also have live MSW information sessions in our conference room in the JFSB, so you can look at our upcoming events on our website if you would like to attend one of these in person. Have a great day.